Okay. Uh, this is already just a hot mess. And I need nicotine badly. And I don't know where I left my vaporizer. So, I suppose. Oh, here we go. Today's flavor is straw melon. Yep. I have my overhead light that I hate on. Maybe I can get a little bit of stuff out of the thing. There we go. That's a little better. See if anyone shows up. I'm going to want another beer. All right. Someone bring me a beer. Extremely carefully so as not to unplug the finicky laptop. Oh my God. This is the worst. Hey, we did it. Okay. All right. That is that. Okay. If people show up, they need to talk so that I can tell people have showed up. It appears that someone has entered this stream. We're having a grand time vaping and drinking, and I would love it if there was a person here who felt like talking. Oh, hi, it's you. I miss you like a lot, like a lot. So, Sensei you, Um, I thought my laptop had a charge on it. It doesn't. It's at 0%. So I got everything set up perfectly. And then but my room was too dark. So I got up to turn on the light, which I hate this light, but whatever. I got up to turn on the light and my laptop unplugged itself and died. And apparently when that happens, you can't just resume the stream. So I had to restart everything, and then I slammed my foot in a door because I had to do something bad to my foot in sacrifice to this. I'm happy that you're kind of here and avoiding real work. I'm always happy to be a distraction from work. And you may be the only person who shows up. But I did promise one person that I would yeah, stream mention speed. I did promise one person that I would preserve this stream on my channel for people to watch later. I'm now regretting that, seeing as I'm bitter about doing this in the first place. Glasses on, glasses off, glasses off. There we go. I'm bitter about doing this in the first place because, well, we'll get to that. It's not time yet. What time is it? I don't know because you can't look at the time when you're doing a stream. Yeah, so here he is. How's the Golden State? Is it golden? Are you warm? I hope you are. It's been super rainy. Oh yeah, by the way, the other day, JF emailed me and was like, "Did you quit smoking yet?" I'm like, "Yeah." After we talked about vapes, I went and got one because if you can make it look cool, yeah. It's warm enough I could have eaten my lunch outside, but it was way too wet. And probably not warm enough for most people, but for us sun-deprived Michiganders, it was like just warm enough to be outside without pain, which feels like a heat wave after weeks of 10-degree weather. Yeah, right? I said I'd start reading at 7. That is 6 minutes away. It's really like my hair's super dirty and I took a nap instead of a shower in true reading from messy form. So I just put like a bunch of product in it and did this for a while. And I kind of like it. It's a little too rock and roll for work, but I have, as they say, volume. I'm wearing a shirt from one of my favorite bands, Hum, and I love this shirt because when it's mirrored, it says "Muh." Thank you for saying that my hair looks great. I put a whole 3 minutes of effort into this do, which is 3 minutes more than I usually put in. Or rather, I guess 2 minutes 45 seconds more than usual. This beer is strong enough that it doesn't say on the bottle how strong it is. This is a barley wine style ale brewed in with salted caramel aged in oak barrels. And I'm guessing from how it tastes that it's like 12 or 13%. I'm halfway through this one and I have another one on deck. So I because it's really a nerve-wracking thing reading poetry that you don't want to read out loud. It is traditional. I see that other people have arrived. Hi, please chat. It's really weird just talking to no one. So please do make use of the sidebar there. I might not be pointing at the right side of the screen. I don't know what you're seeing. It's traditional when I do a live stream because I used to play the guitar on Facebook and just play songs for a couple hours, and I was always drinking. And it is traditional to say this stream is brought to you by Three Floyd's Pillar of Beasts, barley wine style ale brewed with salted caramel aged in oak barrels. Pillar of Beasts. I like it like my women. Really way too sweet and gets me drunk super fast. So we always do a drink shout out anytime I do a stream. Way more self-conscious doing a poetry stream than doing a music stream. Because like there were people who would just put my music stream on like while they were at work. That was always fun and cool. They'd hop in and be like, hey, play that one song I like. And none of that is going to happen tonight. And it's just me and my book. Yes, Leah. You're great. It is 6:58. So I think that I can kind of sort of get started. Not reading just yet, but talking. And what I will say is that this is always like an awkward thing because I don't read my poems to be read out loud. I don't write my poems to be read out loud. I know that there are a lot of people who do. I don't. I'm one of those people to whom poetry is a thing that you spend a lot of time with and that it's hard to get across the hidden double meaning layers and connections between the poems and the book. You can't really do that in a live stream or in reading out loud in general. So they're more supposed to be contemplated in silence while alone. And so it's really weird to read some out loud. But I think I picked some contenders. There's a couple that I've done out loud at comedy shows, which if you've never rolled up to a comedy show as the one person who's going to read some poetry, some of which is like fairly depressing but funny, it's weird. Luckily, the Grand Rapids comedy scene is way supportive at the shows that I've done. And they really seem to dig Hot Connor from Twitter. So that has become sort of the surprise single of the book. Hi to the 4 people who are here. I will get started now, and I will let you know I'm in pain because we had a panic moment where I had started a stream. My laptop came unplugged and died because it was not charged like I thought it was. And in my panic, I slammed my foot in a door. So it's been a fun night already. Would love to know what the rest of you are drinking. If you are, water is a fine option to mention. But as it is now 7 p.m. Eastern, as I said I will begin to read some poems from my new book, Messy, which is a book that I wrote of poems that I wrote, which I mostly wrote while I was getting over COVID, a breakup, and the death of a very close friend. There's really only one like death poem. If you don't have the book, I neglected to put the link to buy it in the description for the new thing, but clearly you know how to reach me, so hit me up. The first poem I'm going to read tonight is called 2.5 Milligram Ice Pick. Our anti-heroes have returned grizzled from their heist. Hollywood has provided a gleaming, fragrant heap of delicious rebellion. The Holy Rollers are totally freaking out, dude. There's a masked killer shaking up my insides, hundreds of tiny knives saying, "You'll be found out." The insanity defense comes smoothly. Just say you heard something speak that couldn't possibly own a voice. The relatability lends credibility. When you failed to adapt, they went through your room and found your Dungeon Master's Guide and Stephen King novels. They confiscated everything but your Bible and searched your diary for more controlled substances, like poetry, like love. When the masters started using Thorazine, they called it a neuroleptic, and they used it as a replacement for lobotomy in the dungeons that housed all the raving lunatics, and the prophets, and the lesbians, and the self-crowned kings, and the new mothers with postpartum depression, and all sorts of other conditions yet to be named. And lo, peace came upon the earth in the silence of the drugs, better living through chemistry for the ones outside of the walls. The best cure for rebellion is shame. The second best is enough medicine to kill off all the thoughts a kid might have. Anyhow, teenage heroes only exist in cheap novels and their film adaptations. Anyhow, what has a teenager ever done with all their precious ideas? The second poem I'm going to read is called "If You Swear to Keep It Decent, Then Yeah." That is a hold steady lyric because I steal lyrics for my titles a lot. Selling out wouldn't even cover my gas bill, so I guess I'll keep selling you instead. The apathy of others is death by emesis, and my back hurts too much to dance the limbo. I've got a bottle of pain. I've got a bottle of pills for the pain. Sure, go ahead. I'll just keep the one. Lord willing and the river don't rise, I will put supplies in my knapsack and hit the road for a learning experience. But the river's rising every day. Sure, and I can swim, but so my map's too soggy to read. Guess it's time to blaze a trail into the yes-no, some way, somehow. Truth is, I expected rituals of fire and clear liquor. Truth is, I expected great truths, so I trusted any bedtime story read in a voice that sounded like home, and fell asleep waiting for Christmas morning. Still, when the intruders came in quiet, they ignored the gifts and valuables, climbed the stairs, and beat the ever-living shit out of whoever dared to open their eyes. This is one of the things nobody will tell you. It is not enough to have locks on your doors. If there are lights on inside reflecting on anything that shines, you best put bars on your windows. You best sleep with a gun under your pillow. They will come and they will take. Yeah, but who wants to look out of a window like a prison cell? The whole truth is somewhere down there with my beautiful new cellmates, and when I find it, it will hurt me and bleed me. Still, I keep searching for those glimmers, candle flame on mirror ball, flashlight hitting kitchen saucepan, as if I can turn these flashes into gold coins, as if this currency can pay the bills, as if the light has always led me. This one is called Hot Connor from Twitter, our unexpected hit single from this book. Hot Connor says he thinks I need therapy, not that it's a hard call to make. I've been trying to pull myself up, but there's a 6-month wait list and I couldn't afford boots with straps. And I can't disparage Hot Connor. God bless Hot Connor and his hot voice and his hot face for all of the times that he's been the dude on the other end of the string holding a tin can to his lovely ear, has listened and understood and said that things will get better. Hot Connor is right, says my heart. And not just because he's hot, although yes, we all give more credence to the opinions of dreamy men. It says, there is a door somewhere which will swing open, revealing a chance at a life of which I could not dream, something unimaginable. The only reason I can't see it is that I have not yet entered the house with the staircase leading to the hall with the door, but I know the door exists. Hot Connor hasn't said it in so many words, but I think he knows because he's walked up the road to the city with the house with the stairs to the hall with his door, and it called to him as he got close. And maybe this is why he spent those hours with a tin can pressed to his ear, just listening. Um, just as an aside, a few of the books that I sent out were to various Hot Connors. There was an OG Hot Connor, um, name changed to protect someone who never really wanted that kind of attention, but someone super nice. But then, like, it just kind of became like this catch-all category for just like an attractive person from the internet who sat there and listened to my problems. You're not Hot Connor. We've met. We like hang out. We go to brunch, Leah. You couldn't be a Hot Connor if you tried. Although now that you've moved to San Francisco, you're like a little more like Hot Connor adjacent. Um, but like, yeah, no, the other day I told someone he had Hot Connor elite status. uh, just because it's like a credit card system. Like, the more you've been there for me and the more secrets of mine that you know, like your Hot Connor gold, your Hot Connor platinum. Um, this has become something that I think about quite a bit now. Mm. I love that Sam is watching this live stream because she's like on the other side of that wall. Um, people are missing out. It's a party in here. There's a slight delay. Oh, right, because you can hear me through the wall. Okay. Poem number 4 is called Uncool. No, it's not. I'm not reading Uncool Ways of Decaffecting. It's just on that side of the page. I am reading If It Kills Me. Sam, go get one of my barley wines out of the fridge. There's one left. Go get it. It's all yours. I'll even wait for you since there's only 3 people here. I'll wait like a full few seconds. She yells, "I'll be quick," from the other side of the door. So I will wait and vape. If any of the 2 people who aren't getting a beer right now have any questions, I will do an ask me anything after I have read, because, you know, the person who knows more about this book than probably anyone else besides me, Leah. Oh, hey, 2 more people just shut up. Hi, we're going to do an Ask Me Anything after this because maybe some other people have questions. Who knows? Mm. Now I'm glad I waited. I was about to start that again. My heart told me to wait. I have great intuition. This poem is called If It Kills Me. And I've never tried to read this one out loud. The deletions have become more profound over time, and time slips, distends, diffuses, dilates. Today was a difficult week, and tomorrow is an hour away, consisting of 20 minutes at 40 seconds each. It is 10:06 p.m., and I am wondering if my parents felt this caving in and fizzling out, or if the end times were still a hopeful future. Can't imagine they would have made me if they knew, much less the other 7, if they knew how rotten our memories would become, how poisoned and brittle and spotted with mold, how we would share legends to fill the gaps, brutal dark of history giving light to the dim present. The film grain looks different somehow after 1995. We became our own black holes and set shrill alarms to wake us if we ever got close to enough rest. Snap, 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 snap. Well, I gotta drink the rest of this beer before I read this poem. You know how sometimes you write something that's like super personal, and in the moment you're like, yeah, that's really great. I really nailed it there. And then like later you look at it and you're like, I nailed it too well. I don't want anyone to read this. Yeah. So this This one is called Same Product Line as Havana Cunt. And because you are my 5 best friends right now, I will tell you, Havana Cunt is like an inside joke with anyone who did theater with me a few years ago. We did this whole interactive play. I just spat all over my arm. And there was one short play in there that was set in a perfume company, and they were trying to figure out how to market a fragrance called Havana Bitch. And someone's like, what if we go there? I mean, really there. Like, we'll call it Havana Cunt. And then everybody like freaks out because cunt is a bad word. So this is from the same product line as Havana Cunt. It's self-flagellation season. The cards are saying it's a great time to fall in love and use it as a whip, as a preventative measure against uglier forms of pain. The stars predict grief. The stars predict numbness and anhedonia. The stars predict trauma fallout, but I can cross that. I'm a Scorpio. I'm growing out my hair so someone can pull it. I'm keeping my nails long to dig them into skin. I bought whitening toothpaste, the better to bite you with, my dear. I'm wearing red lipstick out so I can leave a mark to fade. Shit, yeah, baby. The name of this perfume is Desperation. Come over here. Stand under the heartbreak stars. Puff my neck. And I bet you get at least a little high. It is. It even mentions being Scorpio, so it is a very Scorpio poem. I'm going to read for you 2 selections from Stuff Pile, an epic poem. We're going to read part 1 and part 3, the best ones. The other 3 can go fuck themselves, I guess. And just because you guys are so great and there's not 25 people here, I wouldn't do this. But I have just started a new job and the Stuff Pile has returned momentarily. It'll be gone soon. It's on my to-do list, but my to-do list has been I show the Stuff Pile. 2 people disappear. Hi, Lumpin. I'm glad you like my poetry. I thought it might be you because I saw the name Adrian pop up, and you are literally the only Adrian I have ever known. So I'm really happy that you're here because you probably didn't even know this was happening. Stuff Pile, an epic poem, part 1. On one side of my bed I languish, and on my right the stuff pile doth flourish. O'er months of breakup tears and virus fears, the stuff grew its own territory, a barrier to who might join me. You'd see the 7 lipsticks roll under half-finished books and bags of chips all binder clipped if I would let you look. I won't, though. No. The violent mess of being depressed embarrasses me so. And how do I find anything? Where is it? I just know. Except when it's my glasses and my vision I forgo. Twice a week, I'll sigh and say, Stuff Pile, this is your final day. Get ready for the reckoning. I'm putting everything away. And then I put 3 books away. Who really needs more space? I need emergency reserves of snacks and dangerously fragile, perilously close 6 ketchup packs. I think that cleaning up might be enough sometimes. But then again, it is my stuff. Ooh, I'm getting old and I just my knee is don't sit like that anymore. Please stretch me. Okay, I will stretch you. Part 3 of Stuff Pile. How could anyone want someone with a stuff pile on their bed? someone whose forward motion best resembles someone dead, I tell myself to suck it up, except that I'm no catch, and yet I lie here dreaming of a perfect fucking match. But someone who could love this mess is not someone I'd want. I don't want to get laid atop the crumbs from a croissant. There's really no good answer except to clean it all, but at this point, the mess is huge and I feel very small. As if I've built a city out of clothes and trash and books, and tearing down the buildings ain't as easy as it looks. My friends offer to help me, but I don't want to be saved. I'd just fuck up the space again. I'd only misbehave. I'm torn apart by loneliness and craving human touch, but how could someone love me when I hate myself this much? Those are the two stuff piles we're doing tonight. Drink. Drink. See, now I'm loose and I could read the whole book if I wanted to. But you know, that would take a while. What I will say is that for the past, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, I have read this book cover to cover every day. I got really sick of it when I was just about to put it out and kind of set it aside. I would look at it when someone referenced a poem and I wanted to refresh, but like some of these I barely even need to look at it because right now it's like everyone just got their copy and I'm going over it and over it. At the same time, I am writing new stuff. I will say that. I have a third book in the works. The working title right now is Mixtape. And that's probably going to change because a lot of it is very like not mixtape. It's more like office related. I'm writing about spreadsheets, which is odd, but you know, right way you know. The last poem I'm going to read tonight is called Benediction. Someday we're all going to finish growing up and we're going to fall in love and be fluent in radioactivity. We'll know our own mythos, painted skin like a sunset, feeding each other flowers from the garden we dug. Yea, verily, all shall be revealed. I'll get high off holding your hand. We'll shed our armored sweaters and stop talking about our books, about our exhaustion, about our feet. Truth is, none of this will matter. The dictionary crumbles to dust in our eternal moments. We fall into the river and discover our bodies are 70% grace. A moment of silent marveling as all of these constructs disavow meaning. Aren't you tired of humanizing yourself? If you do not have a copy of Messy and you want one, there's only a few people here, so I'm guessing all of them have some way to contact me. I'll probably go back and edit the description to this video so that it has a purchase link. But if you'd like a signed copy, hit me up. You can message me through YouTube. I don't care. If anyone has any questions, I would be happy to talk about more things relating to the book or not. I will sit here for a moment and see if anyone feels like typing a question into that little chat box. If not, then I just thank the 5 people who stopped by. This went a lot more smoothly than I thought, partly because there were few enough people that I didn't feel as self-conscious. And that is probably partly because of the technical difficulties of my laptop dying and needing to restart the stream just after telling everyone where it would be. I will add for anyone who watches this later that I'm told I have a cartoon character face. Just big face, big expressions. I do not see any questions. And so I shall end this stream. Thank you for coming and listening to my poetry. You guys are great. I can't wait to do this again. Yes, I can. I never want to read stuff out loud again. But it'll be so good when I do, but it's terrible. But read carefully. It's not supposed to be out loud. Love you guys. Have a good night.